I think it's pretty safe to say that this is probably the most corrupt Treasury Department in our nation's history. And while you dance around questions to protect Trump, Americans are suffering in Trump's spiraling economy. Inflation is now rising faster than average hourly wages. Gas prices are at an all-time high with the war in Iran. The cost of groceries has risen 3.2% over the past years. And prices on most goods have gone up because of Trump's tariffs. So I don't see how you could call that anything other than a failure of the most corrupt Treasury Department in history.
Your time has expired, Ms. Sanchez.
Thank you. My time has expired.
Secretary, I would love for you to respond to the accusations at your department, because I think you are due the opportunity for that.
The Congresswoman is slanderous. She has nothing but the unsubstantiated opinions.
Right.
And I will not stand for that. There is nothing corrupt. We move at the highest levels. And just because she cannot get the answer she wants, if she would like to give me facts, she seems long on facts, short on facts, long on hot air, and I will not stand for that. Yeah, that's great.
Should have read
Mr.
that.
Arrington is recognized.
It's to make a remark like that.
Apparently, my colleagues had a sudden interest in the rule of law. I wonder if you asked her if she thought illegal immigrants should be detained and deported or caught.
You know, you have to see this clip to actually believe the level of desperation we are dealing with right now. You know, you've got this Democrat representative completely devoid of a single shred of evidence, openly accusing the Treasury Department of being the most corrupt in history. But it's truly pathetic. It's the classic playbook. They have nothing substantive to offer. No actual data to back up their wild claims. Just pure, unadulterated hatred for Donald Trump. Yeah, they just hate Trump. You know, Trump live in their head rent-free. It's reached a point where they don't even care about the truth. They just want to throw the mud and hope something sticks. But watching Bessent shut her down, it was masterful. He didn't just sit there and take the abuse. He called her out exactly for what she is. Long on hot air, short on facts, right? He rightfully labeled her accusation as slanderous. It's about time someone stood up and refused to tolerate this unsubstantiated smear campaigns against Trump. Right? These people are so blinded by their obsession with Trump that they are willing to compromise their own dignity just to get a soundbite. I don't know. Is this being orchestrated by the Democrat Party? Are they being told? Are they being rehearsed before any hearing? Because all of the Democrats, they are trying to discredit Trump. All of their statements are all about their hatred towards Trump. Only to end up looking completely foolish when they are handed the reality. Right? But what do you think about this video? Because I'm speechless. Right? I come on, but don't forget to like and subscribe. Write us a comment down below. We're going to talk about this there. I'm out. Peace.